Hello and welcome back to Micromanaging Simulator 27. Today we are doing what I did last time. We have this. It's slowly doubled in power. Our base is now going over 1,000 signs per minute. Isn't that sexy? And we're gonna slowly level out eventually. But, yeah, at 1.1k basically. We are only doing this with the basic sciences. The other sciences will not be able to, like, handle this at all, like the space sciences, right? Maybe space science itself will, the other sciences won't. I don't know. Right now, though, while we're just doing this, how much is the base training? 1.3 gigawatts. I assume it's partially due to this. The thing is, yeah. Ooh, these are pulling a lot. Yeah, in the last few minutes, these, yeah. Specifically, these ones are, you know, obviously... Oh, this one isn't even connected, never mind, but yeah, you know. These guys are all... Well, actually, we aren't even... Huh. Haven't even used all the capacity yet. What we're getting there. So if we just need more, I guess we can't place it over here, but we'll find another place. Also, it feels like these things in Gleba are getting more and more angry. So I'm going to add, like, an extra wall of turrets in front of the existing turret wall. Which is probably gonna require me to, get more laser turrets. Wait a minute, we aren't even requesting any, laser turrets. Is there any ship which, does the Fulgoran ship go to Gleba? It doesn't. Does the Gleban ship go to Gleba? No. Does the Aquilo ship go between these? Yes. I think we found a job for, Platform Beta to do. For now. Give me... So you're gonna go to, request laser turrets on Fulgora. Until all requests satisfied, and then to Gleba until, item count... Lasers... is 0. That should help. Situation here is we're out of concrete. Well, like, actually, out of concrete. Wait a minute. Ah, yes, the weakest link. Concrete. Because for some reason... there is no... long-handed inserter there. How long until these spoil? If we're fine. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, are we able to maintain this demand of stuff? Let's hit P, last minute. Let's look at sciences. We are consuming 400 signs per second. We are producing 400 red signs, 300 green science, 272 of this science. That's per minute. So yeah, 272 this science, and not enough, yeah. So eventually, we will run out of steam. It's just we have a long belt buffer. However, eventually... yeah. So, we will need to... well, okay, we don't have to worry about this one yet. For instance, yeah, the blue one, we will need to improve it. Blue science. We will need to delete this and this. It's like this, okay. No, pipe to ground is in the way. Huh? Wait, what do you mean? There we go. Let's add another one. Okay, now... ah, fuck, that laser turret ghost is there. Can I, okay. So that should help us with that. We have to deal with purple science, which is, quite annoying. We don't have enough bricks. Yeah, sure, just make it longer. Yeah. Yeah, but this should help a little bit. Artillery Train Space Edition should, go to Nauvis. And, order up, like, 3,000 refined concrete. Huh. I think what happens is, because there's no pollution, there's... well, there is a bit of... whatever. I think it's just that there's, like, sometimes an expansion party, which is, triggered by, you know, turret fire. Something like this, you know, well, whenever there's that much noise, it's probably on Gleba. Anyways, what's the situation on Fulgora? This is sort of keeping up now. But it's out of this mystery liquid. And it's out of this mystery liquid because it's being made too slowly? No, it's because it's out of... stone? Huh. Request 500 stone. The Fulgora transfer ship will accumulate a pickup. Request stone. Okay. So, what else do we do? Oh, yeah. Platform Beta has stopped at Gleba. Pick up these from Gleba. No! I did not mean to do that. It's just that, you know, this thing's base is... Jesus, okay. It's really frustrating. Oh. How's the Artillery Train Space Edition doing? It's waiting. You guys aren't hungry, right? No, you guys are fine. I'm just gonna keep picking these up so these are crafted, because I don't want to waste the bioflux. Okay. We're gonna run out of flying robot frames in a moment. We have some here, but you know. Thankfully we have up here this guy who doesn't actually work yet. Because I, just haven't booted it yet. Oh my god! Yeah, those things are horrifying. You know, people are like, wow, it's a it's a shame we started on now V's. But like, could you imagine starting on fucking Gleba? Sounds like a fucking horror show, man. Have you seen, like, what horrific things are there? Okay. Man, this ship is really slow. Like, ungodly slow. I was just thinking about this, yeah. This ship is, stupidly slow. Anyways, now let's go to Fulgora. And, fill these in. There we go. And, no more bots should be exploding while they fly around this base, for now. There we go. Took me, I don't know how much time, but finally, my bots won't explode. There we go. ATSC is heading back. That should help. What is the situation here? I don't want to overcharge these. 19k. That's fine. Yeah, okay, this is filled up nicely. Right. So... there we go. Also, yeah, I'm aware that, like, fusion cells are supposed to be, you know, the endgame stuff instead of uranium, but, like... uranium is, for this sort of stuff, so much better. Okay. Here it comes. Little by little. How is Gleba coping? I don't know anymore. Oh. So that's an issue. Thankfully, the lightning rods are constructed. But what I'm gonna do... so, oh my... okay. Go to Fulgora. Request. Foundation. Go to the ATS. And request foundation. Considering all the garbage on the ATS, I assume that this guy has been doing a better job than I would expect. Yeah. It's funny. The entire base is just functioning, which I love, but you know. One of these guys, just a single one, is powering the whole base, and these lithium ones are barely moving. What if I straight up added, like, artillery? Food for thought, I guess. Bag raft. Hmm. How do we... How do we know that these guys are there? Hmm. That's a medium stomper, by the way. I should probably look into making Teslas. How do I do that? Hmm. Those are expensive. How's Fulgora now that I have all of that stone? Oh, there's at least some more stuff doing here. Yeah. Electrolyte and holmium solution. Yeah, sure, whatever. And this stuff is blocked because some stuff is too slow. That's kind of funny, honestly. But you know. Okay, ATS has... Oh, it goes in... Huh. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna take it a while, but whatever. This is still doing work. How is mining... Oh, mining prod is starting to fall off. Why? What are we out of? We're out of, actually, both sciences. However, generally, within the labs that have stopped... Wait, which labs have stopped? Like this one? Yeah, we're out of... Huh, actually, yeah, blue science. Hmm. I'm gonna build this... Where's their space even? I guess over here. Like... this? Annoyingly, there's no space for roboports inside. We'll need way more plastic for this, however. Doesn't matter. For now. Okay, it's time to start thinking about a new oil refining areas. There's so much oil in this part that I think I'm just gonna go there with, once I'm done with this stuff. Actually, tell you what. We'll draw this to a close now. Once this is done. Yeah. So once we are out of bioflux, we're out of bioflux for now, okay? That's what I'll do. It's been a fun ride. Don't get me wrong, right? But yeah. We should not make infinite labs forever because it takes a lot of my time. Crazy though how we still have crude oil on a planet that's so cold. Whatever. Situation here is better than before. We're still really low on electrolyte. Request 1000. And when you are here, no, actually, okay, 2000 should do the trick, you know. And again, concrete. You know, if you asked me, what do you think will be the weak link? I did not expect for it to be concrete. Wait, what? I thought I had a ton of 2. No, I guess I do not. Platform Beta's AFK. So I guess I'll borrow this ship again to, go to Vulcanus. And, request as many production 2s as you can carry. Actually, how is the, new thing here? Because I'm an idiot, we haven't made a, single one of these. Now it should probably start working, okay. But for these guys... Oh, we've made quite a few, it's fine. What do you... Yeah, this requests everything that we... Well, mostly everything, you know what I mean. It's fine. Well, I mean, some people did wonder, okay, well, if I'm continuously being, you know, barraged by, enemies on Gleba, how do I fit... Just ship in more things from Vulcanus, where it's almost basically free. And now on Fulgora, this is gonna be fixed real quick. The moment the ATS now carrying this flies above Fulgora at the end of its magical journey. Hey, we're getting as much of it as we can get. It's fine. We're out of eggs again. Is it intelligent to get a full stack? I don't know. My god, okay, no, only 2,000. We're gonna be out of concrete again. That's, kind of funny, honestly. I'll put the spare ones in here. Oh, we're done. We're done. I'll keep 50 in there for other stuff. And then I'll pull out most of that. Okay, head to Nelvis. Oh. Okay, one more had to come in. Please start heading. No, it's still waiting. For another one to come up. And another one. Now it's going. Okay, that's gonna be it. There's no way with this we'll be able to consume all of those. It's fine. Once these guys start rotting and turn back into their normal forms, it'll all be over. And we'll have a bunch of labs as profits. Oh. Well, that's it then. I'm gonna have to, dump these over, on Biter Island. Thankfully, the biters will not mess with you if you're, like, they'll despawn eventually, which is kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, let's... Yeah, ooh, we're running at basically a little over our previous max, which is funny. Okay, put us in here. Let's then fill up the U-235 stuff with this. And now, what do? Well, the airship is here. And it's Glabba being blown up again. So yeah, now that that's done, we should probably turn this thing off, because we will need this bioflux at all. This will all actually kind of rot away, which is annoying. Whatever. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Once it does... Well, this hasn't rotten away enough. But yeah, once it does, it'll just be sent back. It's fine. It's whatever. Hey, the Aquilo transfer ship is, waiting on one piece of fuel. Okay. That big thing should be the one piece of fuel it needs. Yeah. And now, vroom, it goes to, Fulgora. There, it should drop stuff off, and then, yeah, okay. What are you out of? Yeah, you're out of the ones I'm building, but to do that, we're gonna need to, yeah, how many of these are there even? I'm gonna have to get these already set up, you know, from home. Because I can just do this. Why should I bother going here when I can just do this? Okay, I'm gonna have to do, like, yeah. And over here, this is not all in range, so we'll make it in range this way. There we go. Productivity plus 150%. How? But yeah, these should be a lot of, crude oil. And thanks to the new pumping system, I mentioned this before, I guess thanks to the new fluid system, connecting these guys is really as simple as physically connecting them. We don't have to worry about flow rates anymore. We don't have to worry about anything anymore. We can just do this and be happy. But they'll still use these for long ones because it's just easier. Yeah, what is that one thing? Like, one must imagine Sisyphus happy? Well, that's how I feel pulling pipes around like that. So we connect these guys, we connect these guys and this guy. These three, then this one. And there we go. So that should be these guys all connected. Then over here... Okay, so let's... Actually, no, we can use this to move around faster now. Let's grab all the stuff we'll need. A lot of pump jacks. Oh, we're not making any of the other stuff we'll need for our refinery. We'll do that before we leave. Need a lot of pipes, a lot of power poles, and a shit ton of engines. If I can find them. They're up there, yeah. So, I need to make sure, before we go, that I'm making refineries and that I'm making these guys, chemical plants. That was the wrong engine. So if I hit M and do... Yeah, we are making refineries. Okay. How did I miss that? So we'll get some of those. Oh, we'll also need some modules. Right, yeah. We'll have to get them from around the place. We'll need prod 3s, prod 2s, and, yeah, speed 3s. No beacons for now, though. And, yeah, we'll go up there to, well, we should be... We really should be eating these quite quickly. They spoil in, 5 minutes. It didn't drop them off. Okay, whatever. Drop them off with Gleba, and I'll deal with it later. Okay. What's next? Yeah. Eating these so I move up there faster. Right, another thing is, it's really good these guys are next to bodies of water because we need water to crack this stuff. Okay, give me some of this stuff and let's run down and see what we can do. What is this bioflux stuff, even? Highly nutritious blend of gleba crops. Yeah, I assume... I don't know. To me, Factorio isn't really about the early game anymore, because... the early game's only an issue if you're bad at the game, you know? I forgot large power poles. This is going to be extremely annoying. Okay, whatever. Yeah, wait. The other stuff is down here. Yeah, right, yeah. One of them's up there, the other one's down here. So let's do this one first. Oh, they've already mostly done it. So... there we go. Now, the way I'll have the main refinery... oh, there's coal here as well. I'll make it up there. So I'll make this go like this and like that. I forgot to bring landfill. Oh my god, just no. Stop. Okay. So then when we get here, I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Just... there we go. Then we go down here, and here we can do, this. There we go. That's 2 of them connected. Now that's okay. It's fine. Get over it. Gleba base, you're gonna have to get used to that state of affairs. It is genuinely, like, battering. That's basically all the bugs are doing. Well, not bugs, they're pentapods. Are pentapods bugs? I don't know. What I do know is that, even if they may take a few more rockets than I'm used to, they do die just the same. So, though, I can't say I'm a fan of Gleba. If that is not... I mean, I say it already. It is, out of all the challenges on, you know, the game, it is the one I by far like the least. It's not bad, you know, I'm not one of those, you know, Legend of Zelda 1 haters. And I will go there, I will go there, I will go and say, it is kind of funny seeing people who are in their mid-30s say how archaic Zelda is. Because, I mean, it's the thing, when you become a YouTuber, if you have no ideas, you should just, like, make a series going over, like, the entire series of Zelda games, specifically so you can talk about your favorite Zelda game, and then you talk about how all the other Zelda games are shit, except the one that you played. Like, you know, the first Zelda game that you played, or the one you played when you were 12. Now, my first Zelda game I ever played was Echoes of Wisdom on the channel, because I'm not a Zelda fan, and it was quite fun. So I'm gonna say that Echoes of Wisdom was simply the best Zelda game because let me think. It has such creative methods of problem solving that sadly no other Zelda game has managed to replicate. Okay, that's a lie. I did play Ages of Calamity first, but then I was told by people on the internet it's not a real Zelda game for some reason. What do you mean, though? I can play as Zelda. And as Link. Yeah, Echoes of Wisdom is the first Zelda game where you can play as Zelda, and I was confused about that when I first heard, you know, the news. Oh yeah, finally a Zelda game where you can play as Zelda, and I was like, you know, well, what about oh wait, that was Dynasty Warriors with a Zelda skin. But like, I don't know, it's still really fun. I'm gonna connect these like this. Whatever. So, now that we have this, we should think about, well, a few things, and one of them is, this is enough oil, surely, right? Like, let's think about this. There is a big yield. One of these does maybe 14 per second. Like, what's the biggest one? 24... times, what's 24 times 22? 512. Huh. Okay. So theoretically then, I'll have to add multiple pumps to manage all the incoming oil for now. Don't know exactly how many, but, surely there's nothing wrong in, having a bit of excess. Yeah, let's have 10 pumps. That should work fine. Okay, now we have to, figure out how to do the other stuff. So, I'm gonna request, because otherwise it's gonna be very frustrating, 200 of those. And while we do that, I'm gonna have to think of a good ratio for, advanced oil processing to, yeah, I'll just use all prod 3s, because I'm crazy now, because we have so much of it. Okay. I've done this before. I called it, I think I called it, like, the, Audi V8. I called it, like, the Audi V8, because if you don't know the story, a lot of... It had a bunch of pipes going everywhere, and if you've ever seen... Like, if you ever open up the hood of, like an Audi, especially if there's, like, a V10 in there, there's something big, the engine is just, like, a giant rat's nest, basically. So... We'll open up Excel again for this. This is... So... if I may... Except, how do I... There we go. 3.57. Right, yeah. So 714. Oh my god. It's turning it into a fucking date now. 7... Why? Okay, let's try this again. Expand it to a bunch of rows. Then we have, 11. Yeah, then we have 11.0. So this is going to be the first ratio, which we'll have to get. And then we'll match this one to these two. So we need to find a good ratio. I found a good ratio. 13 to 4. Is there a better ratio, perchance? Yeah, no, 12... Yeah, 13 to 4 would be, a good ratio. So, we'll set it up like this, just really quickly. Yeah, that's 13 to, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have, 6.43 times 13 plus 10.7 times 4, which is 126.39. And, one of these guys eats up 825. Yeah. Okay, the next best ratio is 15 of these guys. We're gonna have, like, a situation where they're a little bit running under capacity. Like, they're gonna be, like, you know, they get... For a moment, one of them is going to be a little bit full. But it's a fine thing, you know. So let's set it up. These guys are just gonna be like that for now. We're gonna want this, so I can just move it out. Actually, wait. You can do it like this. Like this, yeah. And then this will go down one more. Oops. 6. Then again to 12. And 13. Yeah, so now this will go down, like, to here. Oh, I have to somehow get the water here as well. I guess we can do it down here. Yeah, then we'll do it like this. And we'll just need, like, 4 of them. Yeah, like that. And then... Oh no, I guess I can just have the water come up like that. Or I may need to move these guys left by 1. Yeah. Okay. This connects to the heavy oil network, correct? Yeah, except this doesn't. So I can do this. No, no, it's not gonna work. I'll have to move it by 1 more back. Okay. Then the water can just, yeah, come out like this and connect. And the oil can just go like this. Okay, so we're kind of getting it down, you know. So we somehow have to fit 15 of these down here now. What if I just do it like this? Because petroleum's gonna have to come out down there, right? Yeah. What if I just do it like this? Four, 6, 12, 15, yeah. Like that. So it doesn't really matter where we connect these guys, as long as we connect them somewhere. For the water... for the water we can just do them like this. Okay, so then we just have to connect one of these somewhere, which is going to be easy, and then... Then I can just do this, and then this, and then... This, yeah, and then... That, and then... There we go. Fuck, okay, how do we connect this, then? I did it like this in hopes we could... I guess we just do this, then. So now all of those are connected together, and all of these ones aren't. Okay. So now all we have to do is hook up the rest of the oil and water, which is about as simple as just doing it. There we go, and then... Okay. And there we go. Now we have all the water hooked up everywhere, except down here, which will fix like that. Okay. So now all the water is connected to all the water pumps. All of the, these guys are connected to all the places where they need to be connected. The light oil is fully connected to all of the light oil things, is it? Yeah, it is. And all the heavy oil is connected to the heavy oil. Okay. So if I'm gonna, like, cheap out on power poles a little bit. Oh, yeah, right, wait, by this point in time, yeah. I'm gonna add one of these in here. Just so, like, it's easy to connect them. Okay. So we have one of these now. I'm gonna move it completely, like, up to over here. Like this, sure. Okay, Edgeship is not doing anything, right? No, it's not. Go to Gleba. And, pick up the foundations. I don't have any pumps. Wait a minute. Oh, the amount of things which, you forget. Whatever, these guys are slowly gonna come in. Like, yeah, whatever. So, oil comes in like this. Water will come in up there. And that should be it. If only I had the Roboport coverage. Come on, where is the, There we go. The bots are just going around, kind of. Oh yeah, also, I'm going to, paste this again. Like that, and then... like that. Hopefully that'll help connect some of the grids. Similarly over here. That should help us kind of connect everything together. Yeah, and then we'll, connect these two, I guess. We'll have to connect them, like, over here, I guess, maybe, yeah. Mid. There we go. Now this should work. So, now with this coverage, bots are gonna have an easier time traveling again. Well, at least it's mostly power poles now, after we made that little change. But yeah, these guys are just waiting. And so am I. Yeah, here come the guys. It's gonna be so much easier once we actually set this stuff up. So the bots don't have to, like, you know, struggle. Oi. And then he gets absorbed by me. Now that this is plugged in, it should just all start up, right? Right? It should just start making it. Oh. This should all equalize, and then it should all be fine. Anyways, now that we have this, I'm just gonna, like, take it up here with a pump. And, I'm gonna move it back to the base. Actually, no. I'm gonna take it to the other side. Because, as you may know, there's a coal patch over there. Oh, I don't have anywhere near enough big mining drills I'd need. But there is a big coal patch, which I will, I'll disable my roboports. And, deconstruct all the trees and stuff here. Now I'll, get a bunch of the big mining drills from one of these bases. How much is this even? 14 million. You know, that's pretty good. One gap, one gap. So with this, we should have around, let's do the math. 65. Let's say 64. So we have 64, and one of these guys does 20 per second. 64 times 20 is this much. Oh god, 1,280. Divided by 240, we need, for this, a total of 6 belts. Which means that, wait, how much is on one of these? So, 16 times 20 is 320. So one of these is, one of these is like... Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to split these belts in half or something. No, like this. Yeah, we're gonna have to have, like, an 8 to 6 balancer up there somewhere. Let's see. Fuck. I found one on the internet. We'll first have to get all the belts up to, like, here. I love how crunchy they sound. But yeah, this is almost complete. That's nice. And these networks are already done. So now... theoretically, this should all work out. There we go. And then just... like this. I'm gonna rotate it in a way which makes more sense to me now. Okay. Okay, then this one goes like that, this one will go like that, and then... okay, then this will go up here. And there we go. So now that we have this, now we can start thinking about massing plastic, which we'll do over here somewhere. Prot 3, of course. 1.76 per second, we need 120. 120 divided by 1.76 is 68 of them. Which means we'll have to get 69 of them. On each side. So yeah, bots? Actually, wait. Let's actually order up some beacons. I know I don't like using beacons that much, but, 69 of those, is, a little bit too much, even for my tastes. Preload transfer ship ran out of... sorry, is running out of guns. Okay, now that platform beta's here... It should request the, No, these foundations. 0? Wait, then... Oh no, he requested the foundations. Wait, there are no Wait. Wait, where are the foundations? Are they on Volk? Why would they be on... Look, it doesn't matter. Where are my foundations, damn it? They are on Vulcanus. Okay, Edge ship, you know what? Just head to Aquilo and actually request, like, a bunch of foundations. It's fine. We don't have a lot of foundations. If only we could wait. I guess these are the bots. You see, they are running out of power, then coming back to heal themselves, and then they continue going. Okay, anyways, yeah, we have to wait until we properly get as many of these as we can. I guess we'll continue it next time. Because this video has been dragging on for a while. So yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye.